Hello and welcome to GPTV on Tuesday the 24th of October. My name's Philip Kingston.
And I'm Gary Peer.
And Gary, the 24th of October, we have passed the halfway mark for spring.
We have. That's very astute of you to
Amazing
work
how
that out.
quickly it's just disappeared on us.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Summer, 1st of December, you looking forward to summer, Gary? Got your Speedos ready?
No, not a big Speedos guy.
Got
It's
your
more your
Speedos
thing.
and your spray tan ready, Gary?
Definitely got a sun cream to protect my skin, much like yourself with your lily white skin.
Yes, viewers, get ready for Australia does have the highest
Be
per
careful.
capita rate of skin cancer in the country, so you do need to take this opportunity to go to your dermatologist, your GP, and get yourself checked out.
Hey, Phil, Super Saturday, Super Sunday coming up this weekend.
Ooh.
It's going to be a big one.
You mean the weekend that was just past wasn't
No,
super enough?
It wasn't super enough, Philip, because this is the highest volume weekend, most likely, or perhaps of the year.
Well,
one
viewers,
of them anyway.
That's an interesting stat. I didn't know that was coming because the weekend that's just passed had 1,284 auctions across
a lot of auctions.
Melbourne. And keep in mind, we always used to say 1,000 was a big weekend. So 1,285 last weekend, and you're saying there's even more coming this weekend, Gary. That is enormous.
We did say on the show, for those watchers, followers, that it would put pressure on the clearance rate, some of these.
Yes.
And it has done that, Philip,
Well, it
because
has.
the clearance rate was under 70%.
Yes.
We were 66.6666.
No, we were not 66.6%. We were 68%, and the industry average was 68%, Gary.
Yeah. So we've sold 2 out of 3 of our auctions. So, you know, the mathematicician over here.
Do you
There's a
know,
reason
you
that he got
always-
255 in VCE or HSC. That was your score, 255. How
And the
pathetic is
worst
that?
part about it was out of 410 in that year, but I did
255
smash
you got.
you, Gary, because you got 253.
I did. That's it, though, my dunce friend. Anyway, it's 2 out of 3, which ain't bad if you're Meatloaf, unless you're singing at the MCG for grand final, in which case
They were
Meatloaf
just
was
hopeless.
very bad. Well,
Speaking of that, you know, the AFL, with all its money that it's got, massive. I mean, it's a massive industry in the AFL. And yet the NRL had a far superior grand final to the AFL in terms of their entertainment.
And your point of interest
Well,
to
my
our viewers
point is
would be?
that they bought out what's his name?
Macaroni.
What is his name? McAvoy? Macklemore.
Macklemore.
Brought out Macklemore. Very controversial, but it was great.
Why was it controversial?
Well, because he sang the song that is all about, it's all about coming out.
Okay.
Or something similar to that.
Well, there's nothing wrong with it.
No, it's great. But the NRL, which if you think about it, is you would think is a kind of a right-wing body and a conservative body. They came out and essentially in support of the yes vote, which we do endorse as well.
Of course we do, Phil. Phil, let's just talk a little about the week that it was. We were, as said,
Macklemore.
We were 2 out of 3. The industry pretty much matched that, Philip. So it is an interesting time now as the volume comes through. So for buyers, great choice, great opportunity.
So let's drill down into this statistic, Gary, because with a 66 or a 68% clearance, we know that in spring, when the volume does grow, it always softens a bit in spring. Having said that, do we have a softening market? Do we have just a lot of volume? Is it a combination of both? Or is a 68% clearance rate this time of the year with massive volume a sign of a good, healthy market given how much volume there is? Well, do you have an opinion?
I think it is a healthy market. I think it's still strong. I think there are still good clearance rates on mass volume. And I think the stuff that gets passed in is going to all be chipped away and sold as it was for the few properties that we passed in previously when we were getting 80 and 90% clearance rates.
Correct. So what's your call on the market? I know it's a week by week thing, viewers, where we're calling it week by week, but what's your call?
It's good. Without being through the roof, it is good. And I think those vendors that are keen to do a deal... Would you say that
this is a healthy, balanced market, essentially?
I'd say it's still, look, you know, we've had this discussion before. I think it still is a vendor's market more so than anything else, but it is more so balanced than it was. Would that be fair and reasonable?
I think that's a beautiful summation, Gary. I think you've nailed it. Let's get into the technicalities.
Let's talk about some of our results.
I'll put my glasses on and we can really drill down into what's going on.
Drill down. Let's review some of our sales. Philip, we were in Shirley Grove.
You can't be serious.
Surely I am. That happened on Saturday morning.
Viewers, we will tell that joke.
Yeah, pretty much
forever.
Forever, yeah, exactly right. Thanks to Leslie Nielsen for that. That one sold for $602,000, a very popular apartment that Leor Samuel auctioned and sold, together with his young fellow Nick Ritchie, who dealt with it, Philip, who's a young gun. We like those
up-and-coming star of the organisation.
Young, handsome, young studs.
I would say,
can I say studs? That's probably
no. That's completely that's completely wrong.
That's
but he does have, I reckon, the best smile within our organisation.
He's got a lovely smile. Philip, Remuera Street or Remura Street, call it what you will, but I'll tell you what you can call it. A very strong auction, Philip. I was giving you instructions to put that on the market at the top of our range. Our range was 1.3 to 1.43, and lo and behold, Philip, it sold for $1,590,000. And
Gary,
last night at the night before last, at a charity auction that you did, a community auction.
Yes.
Because you did one Sunday night, and I did one on Friday afternoon at the Huntington
playing our
Golf
role
Course.
within the community.
We are. I did one for you did one for a community organisation. I did one for the sick kids, of which we donated plenty of money. I'll tell you about it later. But anyway, at the auction that you did, I saw the vendor. He came up to me, the previous vendor. I said, "Hey, Remuera, my son owned Remuera Street."
Oh, that was
and
nice.
Sold it for, I think it was 1,250 or 1,270 3 years ago, and it's now sold for 1,590 with some improvement, but not a lot.
1,270 to 1,590.
Yeah.
That's a massive increase
So
in 2 years.
I think they spent about $80,000 to 135. So it's gone about 15-20%. Pretty incredible growth, but that's what's going on in the marketplace. We move on to Dandenong Road, 362 Dandenong Road, which was a very successful sale, Philip. Some people say it's tough to sell on Dandenong Road, but they don't exist within our company,
Well,
Philip.
Gary, we have had more success in selling in Dandenong Road
We
than
love
I think any other agency.
Yeah.
We love Dandenong Road.
Bring it
because
on.
viewers, plenty of people living on Dandenong Road very happily.
Plenty of lights on there when you go through the evening, isn't there, Phil? But this one was sold for $1,365,000, well above the range and expectation and reserve. So congratulations to you, who I heard did a very good auction.
Thank you, Gary. I was rather proud of myself there.
Well done to Leon Guzenfitter, the handling agent. 19 Powderham Road, Philip, was another auction that Adam Josky was involved with, not as the auctioneer, but as the handling agent, as he was with Remuera. And Adam has come through. Good on you, Adam. Came through again with the goods at 19 Powderham that you auctioned so well.
Price disclosed or undisclosed there, Gary?
I'm happy to say the price of, as I've got noted here, is disclosed, Philip, sold for $2,645,000.
And the interesting thing, viewers, with these parcels of land that we seem to be selling on a regular basis between $2 and $3 million, by the time you've spent close to $2 million building a house, if not more, these transactions represent $4, $5, even $6 million transactions.
Well, you know what? Blocks of land now, $2.5 million plus in Caulfield
North.
North.
Just pretty much said, Gary.
That's what's going on there, Philip. I'm glad that that you did say that, because it would have been negligent if you're not to. Phil, we've got our little bit of mail, our mailbag here from Stephen, who has written in, and we did say last week whether they noticed anything different, and the viewers, thank you, Philip, haven't noticed anything different.
I can't believe that we invited our thousands of GPTV viewers.
Well, there's actually 7 viewers
to have
the show.
A crack at you, and not one of them had the courage to write in and actually call it for what it was.
They thought again that it could be about the sleeves coming out, Philip, and the sleeves are now not coming out anymore. Is that what he said? Just got over the nightmare. The first few minutes show you sitting at eye level. I could stare, noting Gary's unique style of suit, which is there in full form, but now the smooth PK has suddenly commenced to suffer the same sort of look. So what's happening is, I think, Phil, is that your sleeves have come out, mine have retracted, and yours have actually come out. That's what he's saying.
I sent back
and
an
he's
email.
saying that I'm setting the trend,
I
Phil.
sent back an email to Stephen saying mine is actually a look that is a carefully curated look. Yours is just a train wreck.
Yet Stephen is saying that I'm the fashion trendsetter here. I think that's the message. Yeah, no, he was.
Can we just move on with the show, Gary?
Okay, let's move on. Phil, we've got a monster weekend coming up. We've got 24 auctions. We've got the block coming up for auction. If you haven't seen the interview of Jason and Sarah on the block, how can we find it, Philip? Where do they go to see it?
We'll find some way of getting it to you.
Well, yeah, it's probably going to come out on Facebook this week, next few
Instagram.
days. Or you can go onto our website and check out GPTV a couple of weeks ago.
Yes.
Fast forward all the crap of us talking and just go and see Jason and Sarah. But they're, good luck to them. It's coming up this Sunday, Phil. We hope that they're going to win it.
It's going to be massive, Gary.
Yeah.
So the big question, though, if you think about it, is can the Elsternwick market absorb 5 houses of that price range in one day?
Under competitive standards.
I think it's going to be a big tough ask. It's
going to be interesting. It could be. It could. You know what? People think we know. We don't really necessarily know how it will pan out, because there is the sort of value of the house or the interest of the home, and that's one thing over here. But then there's the block factor, isn't there, Phil? And we don't know how much that adds on. But speaking to somebody who's talking about maybe buying and renting out on Airbnb, because they can get a great per night rate.
Well, they come as fully furnished houses, and the viewers may not know, Gary, but everything that you see when you go through these houses, down to the toaster on the bench, is all included. So it's very much a walk-in, walk-out property.
But not the bread, because that would go off, Phil, the bread inside the toaster.
Yes.
But having said that, Philip, there are people that will buy for that sort of... remember the very first block back in Bondi? John Ellum was there, it's Crazy John's with his outfit out.
That's right.
And he bought one. So that was the first block all those years ago, Philip, and it is very clever marketing, isn't it, when somebody both sponsors and then goes in their gear and then buys. It was very clever. So we remember him sadly gone too young. Philip, the block is the big one. That's coming up Sunday night. Make sure you watch it. But let's review some of our auctions of the weekend, because there is a smorgasbord of great properties, Philip. You
can't find a property with us this weekend, Gary. I don't reckon you'd be able to find one.
Forget about it.
You can choose from 24.
Give up your search, Phil.
properties.
We're starting off on Saturday with 10:30. We've got double auction action. We're going to be in Horton Road, Oakleigh, Philip. And we're going to be having a great time. Leo Samuel's the auctioneer for this property. Take us through it.
Gary, land size there almost 600 square metres, 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, beautifully renovated throughout. You can move straight into that home, but that is a good property, and we're certainly loving the fact that we're doing more and more business in Oakleigh.
I'm going to take your job away from you right now, Phil. Review this property in Hawthorne Road, which is on the corner of Alfada Street. Myself, Philip, we've sold this once before. I've got the pleasure of doing the auction. Ben Rothschild and Lisa Albert's been handling it, but this is a wonderful 2 or 3 bedroom home with a beautiful back garden area. It certainly is a sparkling property, Philip, in great order throughout. It's got a sort of a secret bonus here, Phil. There's this like really big attic that you kind of, there's photos of it because we're not setting people up there, but it's one of those little bit of an added bonuses. But we've got beautiful kitchen, beautiful bathroom, a wonderful property with great northerly aspects. Coming up 10:30 on Saturday, we're looking forward to that. We go to some royalty on Saturday morning, Philip. You're going to be doing this auction at 11 a.m. And we are in Royal Parade in Caulfield South. You're meeting Leon there.
A great location, just comes off Glen Huntley Road, Gary. 4 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, plenty of off-street car parking. And this is a home that is just waiting for somebody to redevelop, either renovating the house or building a new property or properties, subject to council approval. But that is a very popular street.
Leo Samuel does the second auction on, his second auction I should say, on Saturday morning. He's going to be in East Boundary Road, meeting his brother Aviv for this terrific, sparkling looking apartment, and this is in a very affordable price range, Phil.
Cool wallpaper in this house, Gary. Wallpaper really has made an amazing comeback. The kitchen is just stunning. 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1 car space. I really like that property.
I'm looking forward to auctioning at 11:30 this great property in Northern Avenue, Philip. You can check out the video tour. There's been a lot of hits on it.
You did a good job there, Gary.
Thank you
haven't done a video tour for a while, but I thought your presence on that one was really excellent.
Oh, thank you very much,
Yeah,
Phil. Did an okay job on that, but I had a good product to work with.
You did.
This is owned by a young and innovative developer, Philip, who has gone and just decided they didn't really look at every dollar. They just looked at doing the best possible job. What a great property.
Certainly shows, Gary. Check out the kitchen on this property. This is 2 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, and a carport. This is really quite stunning with those floor-to-ceiling windows, and of course the deck up the top, the terrace is just stunning.
That's a little added extra there, Phil, but some beautiful views of the treetops, some great natural light, and some beautiful finishes. Looking forward to that one at 11:30. 12:30, Philip, we have a property in New Luppina Road. Leo's third of his 4 auctions. He's a busy boy.
He's going to be getting home exhausted. I hope that his poor wife is not organised for them
dinner
to go
party,
out on
surprise
Saturday.
dinner party.
That's right, surprise dinner party for 14 people.
Exactly right.
3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and a car space, Gary. That is just a tremendous property. Kitchen again, they're gorgeous. Parquetry floors throughout. That is a beautiful home.
Leo brings down the curtain on Cox Plate Day, Philip. It's a big Cox
I
Plate
it was
Day.
the Caulfield Cup.
No,
Isn't
the
it
Caulfield Cup's just been, Philip. It just was on Saturday.
Did you have a horse in the Caulfield Cup, Gary?
Well, we did tip Reliable Dane.
Yes.
It was the third emergency to get a
Oh,
run.
I see. So this is a horse that you thought you'd have in the cup.
No, not in the cup. It was in the ethereal handicap.
Oh, that's
we talked about this last
we
time.
talked about that.
Yeah.
But your horse didn't make it, Gary.
It didn't get there. Was a third emergency.
Go
And of course,
figure.
I'm watching every day to see if there's something scratched, Philip, because that's how a third emergency gets a run. When
Yes.
3 other, nothing got scratched.
So your horse isn't even the first emergency. It's not
exactly
the
right.
second emergency. It's
Exactly
the
right.
third emergency horse.
It's kind of
But
like
does
when we were single. You know, when you're single, you ask a girl out and they say, look, I've got plans. Well, what about if your plans fall through? Well, no, there's someone. Well, what about, well, maybe not your maybe you'd be the third cancellation. We'll go out with you. It was kind of like our single days, wasn't it, Phil?
Unbelievable. Your horses are just
But hey, how about, pathetic, excuse me, but at one last start and could be an Oaks contender, Reliable Dane. But how about this? It's running on Wednesday. It's running tomorrow, right, in Geelong at 3:20. And it's running against a horse that Aviv Samuel has a share in.
I'm not
Isn't
sure
that
that
amazing?
this is something that we should be talking about on GPTV because our viewers might think we spend more time focused on horse racing and gambling than their properties.
That's not true, Philip. But you know, you've got to have an interest.
Viewers, I have no interest, zero interest in gambling.
No, you
zero.
don't. But you're basically, outside of real estate, you're actually quite boring, really.
I reckon I'm great company. I've been told on numerous occasions that I'm stimulating company, Gary.
Yeah, well, we can debate that. But Philip, it's the Samuels versus the Piers in Geelong.
Yes, okay, so enough with the
that's
horses.
Going to be exciting.
Let's move it on.
Hotham Street, take us through this one. Lior brings a curtain down 1:30 on Saturday.
Gary,
tell us about it.
It's talking about Aviv Samuel. Aviv Samuel has sold just about every apartment in this building.
He's the king of the block.
And then resold them, and they do well there too. This is 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1 secure car space, and it's just a tremendous property, Gary. Really like that, and great location, part of the St Kilda East Groove.
That's a wrap for Saturday, Philip, and then the Cox Plate comes on after that, but we're not talking about the races anymore. Sunday, hey, 17 auctions on Sunday. That's about as big a Sunday as we've ever had.
Have we ever had a bigger Sunday than that?
I'm not sure we have. We might have. I know we've had weekends with 30 auctions. This week's 24. But Phil, 17 auctions. You're doing 6 of them.
So I always like to remind ourselves, Gary, so we never take things for granted. 17 auctions on Sunday in one Sunday is more auctions than we had in our first 3 years of business.
Not quite. The first
I reckon
year, maybe.
it would be the first 3 years.
It could be our first year, but that's pretty amazing.
It is.
And you're doing 6 on Sunday. I'm doing 5 on
Anybody
Sunday.
want to go out Saturday night, Sunday night?
Oh, yeah.
I'm free.
Oh, you'll be great company, as will I. Well, I'm doing 5, so your 6 is like, you know, so you're fit. I'm not as fit. So 5 for me, I'll probably be actually sprawled out on the couch.
I'm not necessarily fit. I'm just match fit.
And
there's a big difference between being fit and match fit.
You know what? I've got to say to you, Phil, that I will be fine in my 5 auctions. Although I'll certainly. It will take a lot more out of me than it will you.
Our viewers think that we got these coffee vans because it's something that we are using for the general public. Yeah. The reality is when you've got 6 auctions or 5 auctions on a Saturday and Sunday, you need a coffee van following you.
Definitely. Well, we're all going to be pumped up, ready to go, Philip. We've got this property as one of our feature properties as well on Sunday. But let's start off at 10:30 and Jeremy Rosens hits the decks at 2 at 95A Alma Road.
He does.
Opposite the park
What a great location, near Fitness First there too, Gary. 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, lovely renovated apartment, great location.
I'm meeting Nikki Jen over at this sparkling looking property, Philip, in Hawthorne Road, Caulfield South. How good is this one at 10:30 a.m?
It's a brilliant building this, been really well designed, really well thought through. 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms and 2 car spaces, Gary, not 1.
Joel Sir and Adam Josky and team are going to be in Maxwell Grove. It's your first auction on Sunday at 10:30. Take us through it quickly.
Well, I'm looking forward. What a great property to start with, Gary. 3 or 4 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms, car parking, of course, lock-up garage, 2nd car space. It is magnificent.
Our property of the week, Philip, goes off at 11:30 on Sunday morning, and here we are in this little-known street, because it's a quiet little area here, Philip, around here, but this is the most stunning property. And have a look at this brochure. I just want to show, have you seen this brochure?
I have,
because it is one of the best brochures that we've ever produced. It's a beautiful-looking brochure for the property that we're in right now. House of the week for Ken Robert Street. Take us through it,
Gary. Well, Ken Robert Street is a great location because we're walking distance to the shops in Kooyong Road, the tram in Balaclava Road, and of course Caulfield Park. But this is a terrific property, designed and constructed under the watchful eye of David Edelman.
Yes.
And it's beautiful. We've got 4 bedrooms. We've got beautiful bathrooms. This downstairs entertaining area of the kitchen, meals, and then the family room overlooking the timber deck, which overlooks the garden. Gary,
it's all Northville.
Just
all
terrific.
north. Yeah.
This is a great property, a great location, and a property that we've sold before and are very happy to have back on the market.
One of our 3 auctions, triple auction action, 11:30 Sunday. Philip, can you put the word Can Robert in a sentence?
Can Robert bid for this property or not?
I think he probably can, and he should. Phil, we've got 3 auctions at 11:30 in Caulfield North. The next one we're going to talk about is in Canbrook Road. Jeremy Rosens is auctioning this one. Very pretty looking home.
Gary, it's picture postcard perfect facade, as we often say. 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom. And Canbrook Road's a great location. Walking distance to the emerging Caulfield East Shopping Centre.
Philip, 2 at 1 Munn Street has been incredibly popular. We had a price guide on there which people said, well, we're very interested in this price guide, so much so that there was so much volume. We actually put the price guide up, even though our vendor is very, very much in tow with selling within the range. There's been so much interest in this property.
Gary, I've always liked this building. It's a great location, and Munn Street is a great address, of course. 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 1 car space. Look, oversized, very generous of proportions, and very solid as are those 1970s and 1980s buildings.
That's my second auction, Philip. My third is going to be in Burindi Road, arguably the best street in Caulfield South.
Well, I don't think it's arguable, Gary. It is the #1 street in Caulfield South, unless, of course, you live in another street, in which case you would argue it.
Exactly.
But most real estate agents would agree that it is the #1 street. We've got a tremendous home there, Gary. 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, and of course a magnificent parcel of land of approximately 689 square metres.
One of our 4 12:30 auctions, Philip. I'm looking forward to that one. 46 Rosamond Avenue. I know that this one is certainly something that Jeremy Rosen is looking forward to.
Gary, be part of the Carlisle Street groove, and certainly whether you're in Carlisle Street at the myriad of cafes or you're at home, you are really just enjoying life, because this is a great property to come home to. 2 bedrooms, 1.5 bathrooms, off-street car parking. Check out that kitchen meals family room overlooking the back garden area. It's a stunning property.
Leo Samuel is jumping for joy with excitement at this property in Scott Street. A fantastic looking property, Philip. Sparkling, fresh, modern, better than new, I'd say. That one's going up also
Gary,
12:30.
we predicted many years ago that you would see more and more 2-storey townhouses, and we've been proven correct. 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 2 car spaces, a lock-up garage. That is just stunning, and we just love how this is an emerging part of the real estate landscape. These 2 houses with the party wall, that is really fine Caulfield South living.
You get to strut your stuff for the 3rd time on Sunday in Silverley Grove, Philip. A great looking property, fantastic address.
Gary, I love this property. It's been rebuilt by an interior designer, and she just does the most beautiful work. Everything about this property, I think, just works beautifully. The entertaining spaces are generous and light-filled. The features, the kitchen is completely stunning, but it's that main bathroom that just sweeps you away. The ensuite bathroom, it's really, I've used it before, but it's like checking into the suite of a luxury hotel.
Triple auction action, Philip, at 1:30, and Jeremy Rosens does his 4th of 5 auctions. He's a busy boy too.
He was.
He'll be tested, won't he?
Yep, got to be fit for spring.
Yeah, sure do, Phil. Duke Street, St Kilda. What a great, cool position this is.
Gary, it is a great spot, and we love this building. 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1 car space. And just be part of, we keep saying, of that Carlisle Street renaissance, which really has emerged as one of the best strips in Melbourne.
Talking about best, one of the best builders is offering a property that I think he's been living in himself, Philip.
Yep. Builder's own home.
Builder's own home, and this builder, no one does it better, I can tell you. 20B Latrobe Street, Caulfield South is a masterpiece home. Leon Guzenfitter, I know, has been very, very pleased to be involved with the sale. I'm delighted to be doing the auction for the vendor.
You are lucky there, Gary, because he really does great work. 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, lock-up garage. Check out the parquetry floors, the magnificent stone bench tops. He really does a beautiful job.
Phil, we get to 48 Turner Avenue, Glen Huntley, another one of my favourite clients. I'm so sorry I can't be at the auction to join you. And Glenn Brick is selling this property because it is the most delightful vendor.
Vendors, plural?
Well, vendors, yes, plural, of course. Philip, we're looking forward to this one coming to market. This is an outstanding property. It's got a great floor plan, beautiful finishes. It's well presented and great and well positioned there. Also,
Gary, there's so much going for it. This is 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms. A rarity in the fact that it has a double lock-up garage, which is hard to find in these homes. But this has got everything that opens and shuts. I love the timber floorboards, but it's got a very stately facade. It's got great street presence, Gary.
Sure has.
So, looking forward to that auction.
If you buy for that, go for it, because it's a great property. Good luck to the vendors. I know they watch the show. I'm sorry that I can't be there, but you should be in safe hands with Philip.
Should be. I'll give it my care and attention, Gary.
You should give them the love and result that they deserve, Philip. Phil, we've got triple auction action at 2:30. We're going to be opposite the Houston Park, one of my favourite hangouts. Does that sound creepy if I say that? One of my favourite hangouts.
It does sound creepy.
One of my favourite hangouts as a young father, Philip.
Viewers might not know, but the Houston Park, has it still got one of the longest slippery dips surface on the planet?
I think it has. It's got that long slide, which was a lot of fun.
Best slide.
That slippery dip. That's an interesting way. That's what you call a slide if you're from the country, I suppose. But a slide is one of the longest slides. It's a great park. You know what always fascinated me about that park is that Caulfield Council, Glen Council.
Yes.
They say, if you've got a pool, you've got to protect that pool. You've got to have a fence around it. You can't let people crawl over the fences, so the battens have got to be inside. Self-locking doors.
Got all of that.
Everything's got to be careful to protect kids.
Gary,
right? The point is that in Harleston Park, Philip, there's a lake, right? Harleston Park is full of kids. There was a lake for years with rocks around it.
Yep.
No fence, no protection, no nothing. So in a private home, you've got to be careful of the kids that you might not have anywhere. But in an open space that encourages kids, here's a rock pond that kids can drown and kill themselves in.
Children today are overprotected.
Is that right? Yeah.
So
well,
good on the city of Glen Ira for having a go.
It's just it always fascinated me
that
here is a place that kids are supposed to be in, yet there was no protection for them not to kill themselves in the local lake. But if you're home, oh no. Anyway, just a little gripe I've got.
Back to the real estate, Gary. This is a great
Charles
apartment.
Street is opposite that fantastic
apartment
park.
number 6, beautifully renovated throughout, and this is really just a spectacular location. 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, 1 car space.
It's a bit more than that, Philip. It's got the most incredible floor plan. It really is an exceptional 1 bedroom apartment, and of course the position is outstanding. But it's got a separate lounge dining and living area, so it's better than most. Jodie English is excited about it, so she should be. And I've got the auction honours of doing that one, Philip, which I'm excited about at 2:30. One of 3 auctions. We're in Filbert Street. That's where you'll be. 2:30.
Gary, I really like this style of house because it's really raced back into popularity. 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, a double garage, and we just love Filbert Street. Those streets that run from Hawthorne Road through to Bamborough Road are just special streets.
Now, if you're a developer, Philip, how hard is it to get a property with plans and permits?
Gary, almost
hell,
impossible.
It's hell. But here we are, Philip, in the heart of Stradbroke Avenue, in the corner of Howell Street, a great address, number 17, Stradbroke Avenue, going off at 2:30.
It's a great address, Gary. We've got the park really on your doorstep. We've also got the tram and shops on your doorstep. But you're right. I mean, you can spend 2 years trying to get a permit, and particularly around that location, very hard. We've got a permit for 3 townhouses on 725 square metres of land. That is an excellent opportunity to get straight into the market.
Talking about landfill, we finalise our Sunday at 3:30 p.m. in the heart of Elwood, at Hartpury Avenue, I should say, Hartpury Avenue, Elwood. We're excited to be representing this one. It's been in the same hands for a long time.
Gary, what a great opportunity. 671 square metres of prime Elwood land with a really good home on it that does need a bit of care and attention, but could be certainly resuscitated to be the most stunning family home. That's 3 bedrooms, 1.5 bathrooms, opportunity for off-street car parking, great location, and Elwood, buying this time of year in Elwood, is just so exciting because you can smell the beach.
It's a great suburb, isn't it? That's for sure. It doesn't get any better, Philip. That is a wrap of 17 auctions over 9 suburbs on a very, very busy Sunday. And after that, we have a bit of a break, a bit of a breather.
We do, Cup weekend coming up after that, so very much it's going to be reduced opportunity in Melbourne the week afterwards because a lot of agents, including us, will not hold any auctions that weekend. A great opportunity for agents to take a breath to get ready for a very busy November, December.
Big November, and December is looking big. For those vendors that are thinking, is December too late, you are going to be part of an exciting scene if you sell this December, because there's lots coming in. First, second and third week.
There'll be a third weekend this year. Sometimes it's the third weekend's a bit close to Christmas, but this weekend, this year the calendar has been very kind to us because the second weekend's the 9th and 10th, which means the following weekend is the 16th and 17th.
So we're in.
Which is really a week before Christmas. So I think the third weekend of December is going to be very, very strong.
It's going to be happening. I see the Twilight auction already booked, and there'll probably be more of those coming on as well. So plenty going on, viewers, in the real estate world as we get into the exciting time of the business end of the year when it comes to trading properties. Philip, it's all happening. We'll talk a bit about the block. We might have some footage of it, Philip.
And let's hope it goes really well.
Let's hope it does, because if it doesn't, Philip, goodness knows you'll embarrass our company and brand. No pressure, just 1 million people.
On national television.
Just 1 million people watching you fail miserably, Philip, if you don't succeed and sell well. But if you do, we'll all be tapping on the back and behind you, because that's how fickle. That's how fickle love is, Phil. It's just like that. A big review on GPTV. It's good to be able to tell you what's going on in the real estate world. My name's Gary Peer.
I'm Philip Kingston. Have a great week.
Bye now.